Hey, what's up guys? Tim here from Everyday Tactical Vids out in the New Hampshire woods. Kind of a overcast day. It looks like we're going to get some rain pretty soon. Got a fire going next to me, so if you see some smoke kind of drift in, that's probably what it's from. But I wanted to put this video together just to ask you guys a question, and let's get the discussion going in the comment section down below. My question is this: what is the difference between camping and bushcraft? And the reason I ask is this. When I got into wilderness survival years ago, the end goal was to grow your skill set more and more and more and more. Ultimately, in my mind, the end goal at least, was so that, you know, if you walked out into the woods with nothing, even without a knife, ultimately, you could walk into the woods and survive. You know how to forage, you know how to hunt, and to make shelter, fire, all those different types of things. Now, obviously, that's like one particular angle, and certainly as I teach and lead people into the woods to do different things in the outdoors, wilderness survival is about, you know, are you out doing stuff in the woods and can you survive in case something goes wrong, you get lost while you're hunting, etc. And then the big thing for me is, can you learn to problem solve when a situation comes up? But that said, when I think about bushcrafting, a lot of times I see people who are into bushcrafting and they bring a ton of gear into the woods. And I'm not even saying that's bad, I'm just saying this is something I've been batting around. But you know, you see people go into the woods with a ton of gear and they're like, I'm gonna have a bushcraft overnight, and I'm like, okay, so if you don't bring a tent, does that make it a bushcraft overnight, or is that just camping? Where do you draw the line between, like, here's camping, here's bushcraft? Sometimes it has to do with the different tools that people use, right? So let me just show you a couple things. I've got my my Mac M-A-K from Three Dog knife here, and it's got a leather sheath, and generally people look at that and they're like, oh, that's more kind of bushcrafting than, you know, maybe straight up camping. At least some people think that. I've got a Talon from Shadow Tech, and this has a Kydex sheath, and so people are like, oh, maybe that's not bushcrafting or camping. Now again, I'm asking this just because I think it's interesting. When I try to do like a survival overnight or a trip where I'm out pressing my skills, I try to bring just a few items. Sometimes I get out, and I would call it bushcrafting because I'm bringing limited items, but still enough to, you know, survive without just hunkering down next to the fire and staying awake all night freezing cold. This is my my Bushcraft Kit, my bushcraft bag that I bring when I go out to just work on skills and stuff. But in here, you know, for example, I've got the SOG switch. If you bring a multi-tool, is it still bushcrafting? You know, some people are like, oh no, that's like too modern a tool. Bushcrafting has to be old school stuff. And I'm not even disagreeing, I'm just saying that's kind of an interesting thing. A lot of people would say like a Baco Laplander, yeah, that's a wood a bushcrafting tool. But you know, other people would say like, no, you have to use an axe, you can't use a saw. So I don't know, I just want to hear your thoughts. You know, what's the difference in your mind when you think bushcrafting here, camping here? Where's the overlap? Where's the difference? And we'll get the discussion going. Put the comments down below, and thanks as always for checking out the videos. I'll be interested to hear what you guys have to say. Take care.